So you're saying yes when you really want to say no, and it's draining you. No boundaries, no balance. And if you don't set them, burnout will. Hi, I'm Sherry Tripp, and I help high achieving corporate managers excel in their careers without sacrificing their personal lives. By the end of this video, you'll know why boundaries feel so hard, the biggest mistakes that people make, and how to set limits that actually stick without the guilt or second guessing. And if you want to learn more about ways we can work together, there'll be a link in the description below. Are you ready? Let's go. So, the first thing to know is that boundaries start with you. Most people think boundaries are about controlling others, but they're really about managing your own actions and energy. Especially in your role as a manager, you simply don't have the time anymore to take on every task or project that is asked of you. You really need to focus on the bigger picture and managing your team. So your role really shifts from doing to leading. The saying that you teach people how to treat you is 1,000% true. Let's be real. People mostly focus on themselves, right? So when they ask you to do something, they're not thinking about the million other things that you have on your plate. They're focused on how they can help themselves accomplish whatever it is they're working on quicker and easier. And if you continue saying yes to everything that they ask, what's going to happen? They're going to continue asking you because they're going to associate with you as the go to person. Now, that's not to say that any of this is easy, and it takes practice for sure. So, where is a good place to start? Well, first ask yourself, where am I feeling the most drained? And that's probably a place where you need to set a boundary. I'll give you a personal example. My calendar used to drain me. It would be filled with back to back meetings, and people would have no problem booking meetings at lunchtime. Now, unless it's an emergency, please don't do that. No one likes it. They want to eat, right? So, what did I do? I would start booking time on my calendar throughout the day to get my work done or maybe to eat lunch so that people wouldn't book those times. Now, of course, this doesn't work 100% of the time, but most of the time it does. So give it a try. So, the second thing that you want to make sure you're doing is to communicate boundaries with clarity and confidence. So, as we talked about, communicating boundaries can be hard because we worry about how we're going to come across, how others are going to perceive us. So, what happens is when we do find the courage to set a boundary, we become wishy washy and vague around it to help alleviate some of that discomfort. So, instead of saying, I can't stay late, try saying, I can't stay past 5 p.m. today. We want to be as specific as possible so that there's no confusion. Communication is really key, and people actually appreciate when you are clear because then they don't have to guess or be a mind reader. So, on a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being that you're absolutely crushing it, how would you rate yourself right now with setting boundaries? Let me know in the comments. So, the third thing around boundaries is making sure you hold the line and you do it without guilt. So, you know how we talked earlier about how we teach people how to treat us, or they're going to keep asking us if we let them? Well, even once you put boundaries in place, some people will continue to test you because remember, their goal is to make their lives easier, not yours. So the key is to really stay consistent. So think about maybe your coworker asks you for help with a project and you've already set your boundary by saying no, you don't have the time. But then they keep pushing you, saying, oh, it's just this one time. Come on, I know you're a team player. I know you want to help me. Right? They're trying to make you feel guilty. But remember, staying firm in your boundary means protecting your time, not sacrificing it to make someone else's life easier. If you give in, you're reinforcing the idea that your boundaries don't matter. So when you start to waver, remind yourself that saying yes to something that's going to drain you is saying no to your well being. So now that you're setting boundaries and reclaiming your time, let's make sure you're using that time to help fuel your energy. So make sure to grab my free guide, The Routine Roadmap, that's linked below. It's packed with simple habits to keep you feeling energized and at your best all day long. If this video was helpful, please give it a like and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss my next video. I'll talk to you soon, and I'll definitely see you in the next one.